You are excellent at your job. You are virtually always prepared for every meeting, every assignment, every project, every presentation, and you are always over-delivering. But for some reason, your name never seems to come up when it really matters. Whether it's promotions or panels or other opportunities that could really stretch you, your name doesn't seem to get mentioned in the room. If you're a Caribbean woman and you've worked in corporate and this sounds like you, I want you to know right now that it's not necessarily that you are the problem. It's not that you are not qualified. It's not that you are not competent. It is because you are not visible. And that means you are not being seen by the people who matter at the right time. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to reposition your brand so you could stop being your industry's best kept secret and you could be the most visible and most competent and the chosen one for the next amazing opportunity. Welcome to another video, ladies. I am Jamila Bannister, your personal brand and visibility strategist, and I work with career women who would like to reposition themselves from being a hidden talent to a top industry voice so they could finally start getting the opportunities and money that they deserve. Today, we are unpacking something I see all the time. That is competent, capable, and brilliant women who seem to be doing the job of 3 people while getting the credit and pay for none of them. So I'm going to break down why this happens, the 4 traps that keep you stuck, what strategic visibility looks like, and 3 moves that you could implement right away that will change everything. And you're going to want to watch this entire video because I'm actually going to show you how your visibility could take you beyond your current job and help you make money outside your 9-to-5. So let's get into it. I think we've all heard some version of this lie, which is excellence can speak for itself and your work could speak for itself. But I always ask, if your work is speaking for itself, who exactly is speaking for you? Now, in the context of the Caribbean, this cuts especially deep because a lot of us have been brought up to feel like speaking about the things we do and being open and declaring how great we are at something could be very immodest. In other words, we always need to pat down because nobody wants to hear all of that. And because self-promotion has always been considered unbecoming, even though we do brilliant work, a lot of times most of us stay quiet. We just do the work and hope that somebody recognizes and hope that somebody gives us an opportunity. Meanwhile, there are people who are less qualified than you and perhaps even less experienced than you who are getting the opportunities to speak. They're getting the paid opportunities outside of work. They are the ones that senior management is calling when they need something. And it's not because they are better than you or they have done greater work than you. It's because they are visible. They understand the value of putting themselves forward and truly presenting themselves as an asset to an organization or an asset in any given situation. But we live in a digital age and there are lots of voices that you are competing with. So if you are sticking with the mode of, I just want my work to speak for itself, you can rest assured that you will be left behind. I want you to understand something. This is not an indictment on you. It is simply a gap in your strategy. Because the truth is that the corporate world doesn't always reward the best worker. They reward the person who is the most visible and brings the most value. And until you understand that visibility is a skill you need to develop and deploy, you will continue to be your industry's best kept secret. As I coach career women who want to step out of that hidden place and they want to be more visible, there are certain things I see coming up over and over again. And these are 4 traps that I see career-driven women who are absolutely brilliant get caught in. The first trap is you believe that if you go harder and you deliver better work than everyone, that somebody somehow will magically notice. You think in your mind that you will become indispensable to the organization, so you just keep working, hoping for a breakthrough. The second trap, well, that's the modesty trap. This looks like, giving the team credit when you have led a project Or it could look like you dismissing compliments or not accepting it when people say good job and well done. And like the first trap, you assume that people can see you. You assume that they can really understand your value. But the reality is, if you don't first name your value, then no one else will do it for you. Trap number 3 is the audience trap. You assume that your manager knows everything you do. You might even assume that at the C-suite level, they know what you do. But the truth is that your manager perhaps doesn't even realize that your job has stretched in scope, and there are so many small things you do to get things done. And don't even start to speak about the C-suite. They may or may not even know your name. And the 4th trap is the platform trap. This looks like having no external footprint of your work and of the things you've done. So there's nothing that lives outside of the intranet of your job. You don't have a blog, you don't have a Substack, you don't have a YouTube, you don't have an Instagram, you don't have anything that will represent your skills beyond the context of your job. So when you want to finally monetize your skills, you are starting from zero. If you feel like you could identify with trap number 1 or trap number 2 or even trap number 3, consider subscribing to this channel and like this video, and keep watching, because I have something really special for 6 women who are truly ready to escape these traps and start showing up more visibly to get the opportunities that they deserve. Now, let's talk about what strategic visibility looks like. And I want to start by defining what it actually means, because a lot of people don't really get strategic visibility right. It's not about color palettes or aesthetics or websites or simply posting stuff on social media. It is an ecosystem built with the deliberate intention of placing you in front of the right people with the right message at the right time. In practice, this looks like 4 things. The first is a clear positioning statement. This means in one sentence, people should know who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and why it matters. The second is a content footprint. This means when someone Googles your name or puts it into an LLM like Claude.ai or ChatGPT, there is a clear body of work that establishes your authority before they even meet you. The third is that you are visible to decision makers, and not just peers, but actually visible to people who can move the needle on your career. And fourth is that you have a monetizable asset. This means that your skills are packaged and can be sold outside of your job. The women I work with inside my program are not necessarily louder than their peers or even more qualified, but they are more deliberate about building their strategic visibility so that they can show up at the front of their industry for opportunities. Because it's not about being everywhere and not about being in front of everyone, but it is being undeniable to the people you show up to when it matters. Now let's talk about 3 visibility moves that will change everything for you. The first is to claim your expertise out loud. This means you need to choose what you would like to be known for and declare that openly and publicly. You want to absolutely own that space. This means when you show up in meetings, when you show up in social media, when you show up at events, people must know you as that person for that thing. Move 2 is you need to build a body of work. This means you need to consistently show up, whether you are showing up on social media via LinkedIn or using YouTube to have a channel, or you have a mailing list, or you have a newsletter, or you have a podcast, but you need to build a body of work. And the game changer move 3, this is engineering proximity. In other words, you need to build your network with key people who can really make a difference to your career. And I'm not talking about being transactional or simply connecting with people to extract value from them and give nothing back. I'm speaking about building real relationships that are mutually beneficial. Now, let's speak about the thing that could really transform your career, and that's learning how to monetize your visibility outside your job. One of the most common misconceptions of career women who have not prioritized their visibility is that visibility is all about self-promotion. And that could not be further from the truth. Visibility is about being strategic. It is about using your reputation as an asset to generate income for you beyond your job. And never assume that what you know and the things that you can do, that everybody can do it. Because every skill that you have honed over time, that you have molded and crafted, is sellable to an earlier version of you. The strategies, the frameworks, the processes, there is always someone who is coming behind you and will pay to learn what you know. So visibility is a prerequisite to monetization. Before anyone will be interested in buying from you, they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. Before they can do any of those things, they need to know you exist. And before they know you exist, you need to be deliberate about showing up to your most aligned audience. And this is exactly what I teach the career-driven women inside my program, the Brand Print Visibility Accelerator. It is a 12-week program designed to help you build your visibility system so that you can show up in front of your most aligned audience with a message that resonates so deeply that you are undeniably the number one choice in their mind for your area of expertise. And one of the best parts of this program is that it's short and you get the benefit of a community of women who are building visibility just like you. So here's where we land. You were never incompetent, you were never incapable, you were just not visible. And this is perhaps because no one taught you how to be strategically visible. But now you understand that strategic visibility is the difference between waiting to be chosen and being the most obvious choice. If you would like to join the next cohort of the Brand Print Visibility Accelerator, my group coaching program where I work with career-driven women who would like to transition from hidden industry talent all the way to industry authority, who gets paid and paid a premium for what she can offer the market, then now is the right time. Click the link in the description, start with my visibility quiz, get your score, and see where you land. And then book a call with me and let's talk about you enrolling in the next cohort of the Visibility Accelerator. If you are ready to stop hoping for visibility and actually start engineering it so it works in your favor, then click the link in the description and get started with the quiz. And if this video really resonated with you, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and drop your feedback in the comments. I read every reply and I would love to hear what you have to say. Once again, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.